Hello, chat. Hello, my Stardust bunnies. Hi. Hi, we streaming today. Oh, I gotta reset up a thing. Because it isn't connected anymore. Oh no. There we go. Okay. Welcome to stream. Hello, Topi. Hi. Thank you for getting a daily wish upon a star. Yeah. Alright, today it's just gonna be a relaxing stream. Yeah. Gonna do some shiny hunting. Mainly in Fire Red. My copy of Fire Red that I have physical on the cartridge. How am I today? Pretty good, I'd say. I slept through most of it. I didn't mean to sleep through most of it. I went to bed at like 2 a.m., but for some reason I slept in until like 3 p.m. Yes, my pretty hands that you oh so adore and would like to hold. But yes. Gonna be mainly shiny hunting over here today. I still have a goal of finding a shiny Dragonair over here. Oh, hello, Limed Green! First time chatter, welcome to stream today! But yes, these are my hands. And it's dark in the room right now because I don't want my face to be reflected in the screens. So, to explain today, I'm going to be shiny hunting for Dragonair in my Fire Red. But, in the background, I have my game of Let's Go Eevee going. And over here, I'm going to be shiny hunting for Caterpie. Now, I already have a chain going. In Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, you can chain hunt, you can catch multiple Pokemon in a row to increase your shiny odds. And the shiny odds are increased once you get to a combo of 30. And I've already actually caught some shinies. Let me go into my box and show them. Yes, I am shiny hunting in the Safari Zone. And I'm going for the shiny Dragonair. Which, yeah. So, I've been doing this hunt for a few days, actually. And when I first started setting up this hunt, my first shiny was actually the shiny Pikachu. Let's move this over a bit. And then, since then, I've just been catching lots and lots of shiny Caterpie. Now, the reason I'm catching lots and lots of shiny Caterpie is because Absol blogs Pokemon. He is a streamer and YouTuber who does a lot of Pokemon content. Is going to be doing a Wonder Trade gauntlet in Pokemon Sword and Shield. And basically what the gauntlet is that he's going to be Wonder Trading in order to complete the Pokedex. No evolving, no eggs, no nothing, just purely Wonder Trade with him and the community. And there are some Pokemon in that game that are Gen 1 Pokemon, meaning that I can shiny hunt for them over here. But also, there are other Pokemon in Sword and Shield that I want to catch in Sword and Shield. So basically, my plan for shiny hunting here today is to spawn in as many Pokemon as possible by going back and forth in the forest and hoping that a shiny pops up. And basically, I'm going to keep going and catching shiny Caterpie until something else pops up. Oh, you guys really can't see much. I think if I bring it closer, yeah. So when I run into a shiny, I'll bring this closer. My plan for Fire Red? Yes, I will tell you my plan for Fire Red real quick. So in Fire Red, I'm going to be catching, or at least trying to catch, a shiny Dragonair. And I've tested off stream to catch a regular Dragonair. Let's see. It's in my party right here. This is the regular one I caught. And I caught it using the bait method. Basically, you throw bait at it first, and then you throw Pokeballs in order to make it so it doesn't run away. So that's what I plan to do if and when I eventually run into the shiny Dragonair, is to do the bait method. to try and catch it. And that's mainly what we're going to be doing today. And now, obviously I don't want to just be talking all by myself. I'm hoping to have some banter back and forth with chat, but we're going to be listening to some Glitch City lo-fi remixes today. I brought up their whole playlist, so hopefully this will get us through stream nice and easy. Now, let me know if the music is too low or anything. Oh, thank you, Aligned Green, for making a wish upon a star. And now that the setup's all done, we can go ahead and actually start hunting. I'm gonna need to run away from Pokemon on Let's Go a lot, though. Because there are a bunch of Pokemon that run around in the forest that are not my targets. So that's gonna be interesting, trying to multiplay here. Like, I'm hoping to at least find one shiny in Let's Go, so that today's stream isn't completely useless. But you know, if I do end up by some chance getting a shiny in Fire Red, that would be so cool. Yeah, I think my plan is going to be a few fishing encounters and then running to the other side of the forest over here. Am I a fan of Kanto? Well, it's kind of hard not to be a fan of Kanto as a Pokemon fan because of how much Kanto propaganda there is from the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. And one of my favorite Pokemon is Eevee, so there is that. But in terms of my actual favorite region, the first Pokemon game that I played was Pokemon Diamond. So I have a nostalgic love for that game. But in terms of... Let's see, who is my favorite? Let's see, I have multiple favorites. Eevee is one of them. I love the Cyndaquil line. I also really love the Snivy line. Like, the Snivy line is probably my favorite amongst all the starter lines. Not sure why, though. I just know it is. Let's see. Other favorite Pokemon of mine. I really like the Shinx line in Gen 4. Let's see, in Gen 4 my first starter was Chimchar. I named him Chimp. But I named him Chimp in all caps because I thought I could change the nickname later. And you can if you go to Nickname Raider. But I don't know if it was a glitch or something, but if your Pokemon has an all caps nickname, you can't actually change the nickname with the Nickname Raider. So he was Chimp all the way through my run of that game. And I actually got my first shiny in Pokemon Diamond. I was level grinding before the first gym in the cave above Jubilife. And randomly this green Zubat showed up. I'm like, huh, that's different. I should probably catch that. Like, I didn't know at that point what shiny Pokemon were. But obviously, I saw a green fucking Zubat and realized, oh, that's unique. But unfortunately, I only had one game system and one game at that point in my life. So when I wanted to replay the game again, I had to reset over that shiny Zubat. I want to do like a revenge hunt for that at some point. I think I have my current Pokemon Diamond game set up to do a revenge hunt for that Zubat. I just haven't found time to stream it. Chimp, yes! Unfortunately, there was also the loss of Chimp. And also, I've named my first Shinx in that game Mau Mau, because the Shinx cry in game is Mau! So I named him Mau Mau. Ah, this... looking back on it, so nostalgic. Let's see. I think this Fire Red copy was actually my second game that I got. And I got this because I wanted to do the Mew glitch for Gen 1. But I didn't realize that Pokemon Red and Pokemon Fire Red were different games. So I thought I could do the Mew glitch in this game. But no, you can't do the Mew glitch in this game. It's only in Gen 1. See, I do have Pokemon Yellow on my 3DS, but I don't know if I can do the glitch in that one. If the glitch exists in Yellow. Let's see. And oh yeah, I didn't play Platinum until like last year, I want to say. Like, for the longest time, Diamond was my only Gen 4 game. And also recently, last year for Christmas, well, not last year, but the year before, I got a Japanese copy of Pokemon Pearl. Because I wanted to do, like, Japanese study streams. Oh, whoops. Where I played Pokemon Pearl to try to learn Japanese as I was playing it. But I haven't done that yet either. Because there's a lot of setup that actually needs to go into that. Like, one, I need to get, like, a Japanese dictionary website up so that I can look up different words as I come across them. And also in Japanese, there's a bunch of kanji that I don't know how to read or what the meanings are. So I'll need to set up a website where I can look up different kanji as well. And some may argue that it's better to do a different language run in a later game because of how the text will be clearer, but I actually want to do it in an older game because the text will be simpler. Fire Red and Leaf Green are the only games you've played, so you've not that you've never played, so you've only experienced them through videos. Ah, I see, I see. Very interesting, actually. All the Pokemon games that exist out there, and these are the ones. But yeah, I'm guessing that since you're here, and I've told you about it, that you know about the Dragonair, right? Like, Dragonair is a 1% encounter here, I'm pretty sure. So getting a shiny of that 1% Dragonair... Oh, camera. Focus. It's definitely like... It's like the white whale of the Pokemon community. To hunt. Oh, hello, Dratini. You're blue. You're not pink, though. Yeah, so... I'm hoping to get to that clouds. Of catching that Dragonair. Or at least running into it. Because with the recent release of Fire Red and let me start over that sentence. Let me start over with that. Wait, you saw a video where someone got it? As far as I know, no one has got the shiny Dragonair. Like, did they catch it? Like, if someone actually got the shiny Dragonair, I figured that would be top news in the Pokemon community. Because, like, I know there's one, like, tweet with a photo set out there where someone encountered the shiny Dragonair, but they didn't catch it. So that's why I'm hunting it. Is because it's such a rare encounter. Not only just to find a Dragonair, but to find it shiny. And then catch it shiny. And not only am I doing that, but because Fire Red and Leaf Green have released digitally on the Switch eShop, I'm hunting it on my physical copy. Because that's the only one I have, and I don't have the money to get it digitally. Like, obviously I want to get it digitally, because the digital copy will have the legendary events for, like, Deoxys and whatnot. And I would really like to shiny hunt for Deoxys, since I don't think there's a way in current generation to do that. And since Gen 4 was my first time playing the games, there are older games that I haven't experienced at all. Like, I wanted to get Pokemon Crystal on a 3DS eShop, but I misread the time zones for when the shop would close, so I ended up not being able to get it, which sucks. But I really wanted it because of the Celebi events, where you could shiny hunt for Celebi. But it's fine. I got shiny Celebi in Pokemon Go, so I have a shiny Celebi, just not an older generation one. Oh, Dratini, it blew. Now Dratini is, I think, a 5% encounter. So more likely to run into a Dratini over a Dragonair. So it's not really as rare as the shiny Dragonair. But I wouldn't mind getting a shiny Dratini either. Because it would be fun, you know? It'll be fun to get a rare shiny. Especially in these older games, because of the 1 in 8,000 odds, instead of the 1 in 4,000 that are on the later games. So you get a few more of these. Boom, 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 da, 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 boom, 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 da, 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. I love Gen 4 music. This is actually my first time listening to these remixes by Glitch City. But it's still nostalgic, you know? It's still nostalgic in its own way. Say, I've mainly heard of Glitch City from other Pokemon YouTubers and their collabs. But they seem like a cool person. Yeah, I think the last time I did Safari Zone hunting was Safari Week last year. So this game has been sitting by for a while. It's been sitting on standby just at the Safari Zone, ready for me to come back. Oh, I think this is a battle theme. Hey! Oh. Poppin', alright, alright. Oh, the Twitch bot isn't gonna have any of this music though, because that's how I have my settings. To avoid copyright. That's how I have my settings when listening to music in the browser. But it will be available on my YouTube pod. And hopefully I won't get copyright struck there. Hopefully I'll be able to post this without any issues. YouTube watchers will be able to tell me, I'm sure. Now, see, usually when I've been doing shiny hunting in Let's Go, I get at least one shiny every 2 to 3 hours. And that's like on the low end. It's usually like 1 per hour. Especially with this going back and forth method with all these different encounters. So here's the hoping I can get at least one shiny this stream. Oh, I see. You're misremembering. Okay, okay. Looking for one with a Dragon Fang. Okay, I guess they have a chance of holding that item then? Yeah, I was confused for a moment. When you said that someone found it, I'm like, wait, someone found it? I haven't heard anything. If someone found it, that would have been, like, front page of Pokemon newspaper news, you know? And that's why I'm hunting it. Like, I have shiny Dragonair, hunted in other games. But I want this shiny Dragonair for the clouds. It also gives me an excuse to come back and play my Fire Red copy. Since I mainly use it for Nuzlocke in my off time. But it's the only Gen 3 game that I have. So it's been stuck in the Safari Zone for a while, and I haven't been able to Nuzlocke it in a bit. The clouds? Yes, the sweet, sweet clouds. Tempted to nickname it Cloud 2 when I catch it. But I think when I do catch it, I might just be so in shock that I'll forget to nickname it. But yeah, did I ask how your day is today, Lime Green? I forget. Just sort of locked in on the Pokemon conversation that I forget if I asked you about your day. Doing alright? That's good, that's good. It's sort of been a relaxing day for me. I slept through most of it, accidentally. But I did some, like, studying earlier today. Like, a half hour of studying for Python. Like, I've been having some trouble with my class. Because I had an issue with one of the lessons. But the way that the class is set up is that there's an AI chatbot that we're supposed to talk to help us with the lessons. But here's the thing. The AI chatbot doesn't know how to teach. When it comes to teaching someone how to do something, especially something as complex as coding, I feel like human interaction is necessary. Yeah, I don't understand the AI chatbot either. Like, I had an issue in an earlier lesson, and it took weeks for the AI chatbot, for the teacher to come in, because the AI chatbot just wasn't doing its job at all. And recently, when I had issues with the chatbot, I vented my frustrations. No, I don't think the AI knows it's teaching. It just looks for keywords in a message and tries to give the correct answer. But the thing is, I'm kinda stupid. So the terminology that the AI chatbot uses, and the way it tries to tell me what to do, isn't actually useful for teaching. And apparently, when I was talking to friends about this, there are some companies that use AI to start their coding when coding for computers and whatnot. But when a study was done to see if it actually helped with production, the team that used AI felt like they were doing better work, but they were actually doing less work at a less efficient pace. And that was brought up because when I vented my frustrations about the AI chatbot in the messages to hopefully get my human teacher to intervene, my human teacher comes in and says, AI has many uses and is perfect. There's just a few bumps along the way, or something like that. I'll have to look at the actual screenshot. Hang on. I took a screenshot of it. It's in a Discord chat. Just gotta go find it. Let me go find it. Alright, so here's what it says. Here's what the message that my teacher sent says. I'm sorry you're frustrated with AI bots. AI is great overall, but there are still some shortcomings. And then they did one of those, like, colon smiley faces. But they're the type of person that adds a dash in the middle to make it so the smiley face has a nose. So, what does my human teacher do? Well, it's an online class that we do at our own pace. So I honestly have no idea what the human teacher does. I have no idea what the human teacher is doing. It's not like they're actually holding lectures. I mean, they could be. But if that's the case, why not just record the lectures and then post them online? So that people can watch and take notes. Wouldn't that be so much easier? To have recorded lessons along with the actual, like, text? And the lessons and the assignments? Doesn't make sense to me. Doesn't make sense to me at all. I keep running into Seeking, and I'm kind of scared that I might run away from a shiny Seeking. Because, it only gets like a slightly lighter shade of orange. So I'm kind of scared that I might shiny fail. Like that. The craziest thing you've ever heard? Yeah, it's insane. Like, maybe it's a mandate from corporate or something that they have to use AI in their lesson plan for some reason. But you would think that after it's shown, and especially in cases like mine, where the AI just doesn't help at all, that they would default me to having a human intervention when it comes to asking for help from the messages. But no, it still defaults to the AI, and I have to put up with the AI for at least a few messages before my teacher actually comes in to talk to me and actually help teach. Oh, camera, woohoo. So that's been frustrating. But, I'm trying my best. I want to say we're definitely past the halfway point because I started back in August. And I actually completed Java before this, but I had some issues with Java. So I don't actually have a lot of experience coding with Java because I couldn't get the code to work properly. I just have screenshots of notes and written down notes. What? An AI assistant for a grocery store? What purpose is the AI supposed to serve in a grocery store? Like, if it's a self-checkout AI, then maybe. But if it's an AI assistant for the workers, then why? Who? Why? What? Man, this really is just like a bad time for job hunting because AI is the new hot thing. Because companies think they can spend less money having AI. But guess what? It causes more problems than it's worth. They're actually spending more money overall, I think, because of all the issues. But no. Ask us questions about your job. It's a questionnaire assistant AI? I've never worked in a grocery store before, so I'm not sure. Oh, you ask it questions. Oh, so you guys are in charge of training it. You guys are in charge of training the AI to answer questions properly. Is that what I'm getting? I could be wrong about that. My guess is that the AI assistant is being trained to answer questions. So that if someone, like a customer, is lost in a grocery store and they need to know where something is, they can just, like, ask an AI bot or something. Like, I guess I don't mind AI in that sense. But also, there are people that can do that. And it doesn't cost you anything extra. Like, for what reason? Supposed to answer all your work questions? Oh. Oh, so it's to take a load off the manager's back. It's so the manager doesn't have to interact with the workers, because the manager is supposed to be the one who can answer your questions. But if you have an AI answer the questions, then you don't gotta worry about having to interact with the workers. Thanks for the management, I guess. Less human interaction. The management is made up of introverts that will do anything to not have to talk to people. Let's see, if I end up finding a shiny in Let's Go that isn't a Caterpie, I think I'll switch over to Pokemon Sword or Shield, and then just start randomly catching Pokemon over there for the Wonder Trade Gauntlet thing. I want to catch a bunch of, ask you to evolve into Fracture, because in the last Wonder Trade Gauntlet that Absol did for the 3DS, for the 3DS shutdown, the last Pokemon that he managed to get for the Pokedex was Fracture. So I want to catch a bunch of Fracture and name it after the person that sent that Fracture through the Wonder Trade system in order to complete the Pokedex. Because I think that would be fun, you know? Just a little fun thing. But I'm hoping to find more Caterpie. Because I think I have at least 10 Caterpie right now. I'll have to do a count when I get a chance. But if I can get a whole box of Caterpie, that would be amazing. What Pokemon? Ooh, are you asking me what Pokemon I think will be last? Sword and Shield doesn't have a full national dex. And also, I think you can't send legendaries or mythicals. See, what I think will happen is it'll probably be like a middle stage Pokemon. Because people can breed Pokemon to get the first stage easily. And getting a last stage Pokemon is also easy because I think those can be caught. But also, that's what people most think of. Like the first stage or the last stage in a line. So I think a Pokemon that has 3 stages will probably be sent last. I'll have to look at the actual Sword and Shield Pokedex to see what I think will be sent. Because I think all the Gigantamax Pokemon are going to be sent through the Wonder Trades. Because getting shinies of those will be good. A weird one like Greedence or Aracuda? Yeah, I do wonder how he's going to structure it. Because before, with other games, he'd do the regional dex first and then the national dex. But there is no national dex in Sword and Shield. But there are different dexes based on different regions. Like, there's the main Galar region, and then there's the Isle of Armor, and then there's the Crown Tundra. Those are those 3 places because of DLC areas. Yeah, this do be poppin'. Let's see. Gym leader theme? Ooh. Mm-hmm. Oh, this definitely do bopping. I love that I can remember this stuff, that I remember these songs, even after so many years. Like, Gen 4 is definitely my main nostalgia. Like, Gen 5 has that one classic song, the one classic sad song that everyone uses. But I think in terms of music, most people use the Gen 4 songs for, like, their videos and stuff. It blew. We're looking for some pink. Looking for some pink. Looking for a pink snake. Surprised I haven't gotten a shiny yet. Let's see. I think today I'll stream till 2 hours or until I get a shiny. Whichever one will happen first. But at least I'll stream for 1 hour. Yeah. It blew. It blew, not pink. But we got the Dragonair finally. Finally got the Dragonair. That's what 1% does to you. Oh, it looks like the encounters in Let's Go are starting to go down. I need to reset those. So, hang on. Let's put this to the side. We'll bring this forward a bit. You'll see that there's only like 3 or 4 here right now. Whereas before there was a bunch. What percentage would a shiny be? Okay. The odds in earlier games like Fire Red are about 1 in 8,000. So, I actually don't know what the exact odds of getting a shiny 1% encounter is. You'd have to look that up yourself. But it's 1 in 8,000 for older games, and 1 in 4,000 for later games. But I'm using the catch combo method in Let's Go to decrease those odds a bit. Right now I have like a catch combo of about 40, so my shiny odds have gone down quite a bit. So I should be able to encounter shinies more easily. But still, it's still quite a bit. Let's see, I'm going through the forest right now to make a bunch of Pokemon spawn in. Because doing that means that when I go forest more, all those encounters will have to follow me. Those like encounter spawn points. Making it so that instead of only 4 Pokemon at the front, I'll encounter like double that. So doing this every once in a while will help keep the encounters nice and high, I think. There we go. But yeah, I'm guessing the shiny odds for the 1% Dragonair are super high, and that's why it's such a coveted encounter that people want to catch. Like, the rareness of it gives it value. With the 1 in 8,000 odds, plus the 1% encounter, plus it being a Safari Zone encounter. You wanna tell me? Cause, oh, tell me. Tell me, I need to know just how crazy this encounter is gonna be once I get it. Because I will try to get it. Whether it be now or during a safari week in the future. Camera. Yeah, better chance with the lottery ticket? I have heard that. I have heard that comparison. With the lottery ticket. 1 in, 819 and 1,200. Crazy odds. But let's see, here's the difference between a lottery ticket and hunting for a shiny. With a lottery ticket, you have to buy each one, right? With a shiny, I only had to buy this game once years ago, and now I can shiny hunt whenever I want for free. So that's the main difference there. Is money and free. But yeah, definitely gonna keep trying this. Because it is fun. The shiny hunts. Even if it's just something that I do in the background of other things. Like when I play Pokemon other times, I'll usually like listen to a video or something. But in terms of this hunt, I definitely wanted to be on stream or on camera so that I can have proof that it was done legit. Because there are some people who have claimed to catch a shiny, but they did it through emulators and whatnot. But this, it's a legit cartridge with no cheating device in it whatsoever. It's dark so you can't really see, but trust me, there's no cheating device. I'll turn on the lights if and when I do encounter, so it can be we can get a better image of it. But yeah, it's a legit cartridge with no cheating device. And I don't have any sort of speed up or anything. So I think if I do manage to get the shiny on this, that'll make it even more special. You know? But there is something else I've heard about Gen 3. Is that you can also make like a frame perfect hunt, where if you encounter a Pokemon in a certain frame, you can guarantee its shininess. But I don't know how to do that. So, let's see if I only should hunt. Oh, Ultra Wormholes, yeah. Yeah, I think with Ultra Wormholes, the farther you go, the more likely you are to get a shiny. That's what my understanding of it is. Is that the greater the distance, the greater the shiny odds. So you can more or less guarantee a shiny after you hit a certain point. Or at the very least, you can encounter a lot of them after a certain point. Cause I did some wormhole hunting for the last Wonder Trade Gauntlet that Absol did. And I got a bunch of shiny Barbaracle that I sent out into the Wonder Trade world. Ooh, another thing for the Wonder Trade Gauntlet that's coming up. I think a Pokemon that might be last to be sent out is a Pokemon that can't be encountered in the wild by itself. Because there are some Pokemon that you can only get them through level up or get them through breeding. So That'll make them even more difficult to find. Like, breeding is easy, but leveling up takes time and patience. But at the very least, at this point, there's a month until the event is possibly going to start. So there's time to hunt. It blew. Which is why I'm hunting for Caterpie right now and trying to get as many as I can. To send as many shinies as I can into the Wonder Trade Gauntlet. Oh, gotta let YouTube know I'm still listening. Yes, I'm still listening. Sometimes it does that, like if you listen to videos but your mouse isn't on the screen, then it thinks that, oh, Runa Regis, that's right. Like Surfetch I think is just crit, and that's just a bunch of damage. But Runa Regis is also like a certain amount of damage plus a certain location. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. I think you might have a good point there. There's also the elephant in the room of what to do about the shiny, the legends and the mythicals. Because those can't be sent. So are people going to hack the game in order to send them? Or is it just going to have to be a case of accepting that those won't be a part of the gauntlets? Because for the 3DS Wonder Trade Gauntlet, for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, some people were able to cheat the system so that mythicals and the legendaries could be sent through the Wonder Trade Gauntlet. But Sword and Shield is a later generation with higher quality of technology. Supposedly. Hopefully. So it's possible that the system that was used to send those legends and mythicals won't be as applicable. Because that's what he had to do for the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl Wonder Trade Gauntlet, was accept that mythicals and legendaries couldn't be sent through. So minus those, he did a gauntlet. Let's see, which shiny do you think I'm going to get first? Because we haven't encountered any shinies here, and we haven't gotten anything into the Safari Zone. I mean, online for the 3DS has gone down, so I don't know how anyone is going to get that level 2 Reshiram for their cast form. Who knows? Who knows? I think there are some independent people running some sort of online service, but it's independent from Game Freak, so the legality of that is questionable. But it's those sort of people that also made it so that I could get event items for Gen 4 after that internet was after those events were over. Oh, the Pokemon in Let's Go have decreased again. Gotta run through the forest and try to get more. Gotta try to get more encounters. Let's see, I might have to do it a few times to secure those numbers. Because the more encounters I can get, the better. Because in older games, in Fire Red, I can only do one encounter at a time. But in Let's Go, I can get multiple encounters on a screen at the same time. And shinies can be seen in the overworld. So I don't need to encounter every single Pokemon to see if it's a shiny. I can just let it pop in. Oh, the lag. The lag in this forest is crazy, but that means I'm getting lots of Pokemon encounters, which is good. The lag means I'm getting a lot of encounters. Just gotta put up with it. How do I shiny hunt and let go? Just running around? Ooh, okay. So, actually, in Let's Go, you can increase your shiny odds by having a catch combo. So, you see I run into this Caterpie here, and you see in the corner there that I have a catch combo of 39. So right now my odds have decreased. Or increased? I don't know which way it goes. But basically I have a higher chance of running into a shiny now because of my catch combo. And it's for all Pokemon, not just Caterpie. But with a catch combo, Caterpie is more likely to show up than other Pokemon. Like, if you look online in some playthroughs, some people encountered shinies on their first day of playing without a catch combo at all, just full odds. And using this method, I managed to get a bunch of shiny Caterpie, but I guess the Caterpie are camera shy right now, because I haven't run into any at all streaming today. But yeah, basically, each encounter that pops up here has a chance of being shiny. I just need to keep my eyes open for them. Because each Pokemon that pops up is a separate encounter. Oh, it blew. I really like having overworld shinies. Accidentally run a woo. I don't remember if I have, so I'm guessing I haven't. No wait, I have accidentally run away from a shiny. In Sword and Shield, the Pokemon aren't shiny in the overworld, so you have to encounter them one by one to see their shininess. And I was hunting for a shiny Purloin. And the thing is with Sword and Shield is that the battle camera moves around if you're idle. So you can look at the screen and it'll just be showing your Pokemon and not the Pokemon that you're battling. So I was encountering Purloin one after the other in order to get the, to try and find one. But because the camera wasn't pointed at the Purloin, I didn't know that the Purloin I had encountered was shiny. So I ran away or knocked out that shiny Purloin when I wanted to catch it. But I didn't know it was there because the camera. And I was also busy doing other things. I was multitasking. So that's, off the top of my head, the only time I have run away from a shiny encounter. And it was so sad. It was so sad. Because Purloin is cute. Ooh. Wait, what battle theme is this? Hang on. Let's see. In black. Ooh. You encountered a shiny, but you have no memory of it. Ooh. Oh, it's Route 209. Okay. That's what this remix is. I see. That is definitely mysterious. Maybe it's something where you were grinding, but you didn't notice it, because I think Girder's shiny is just like a hue shift from pink to orange. So it's very easy not to spot the shiny, I think, if you're not paying fully attention. Like, that's why people, don't really like subtle shinies all that much, because it's easy to just not notice one. Like, Gengar's shiny is one that people point out a lot in older games, because there was barely a difference between the shiny and the regular. I think it's gotten better with later generations. With Gengar at least. But then there are also other shinies that got less vibrant that are not, so they're now subtle shinies when they weren't before. It blew. And then there are shinies that people just have never liked because of the color they are. Like, a lot of the green shinies people don't like because they either describe it as, like, nuclear waste green or puke green. Which is very unfortunate because there are some green shinies that actually look good. Like, I personally really like Espeon's green shiny. It was brighter in older games, but it got to, like, a deeper green in newer games. I remember having this, like, action replay that I used to catch a bunch of shiny Pokemon back in the day. You don't get the hate for green shinies? I think in some cases, the green is understandable because it makes the Pokemon look sick. But I think the green shinies have gotten better in later generations. Ironically, because of how the models for the 3D Pokemon aren't as vibrant as their 2D sprites. Like, the colors aren't as bright as they were in older games. So that makes some green shinies not look as bad as they were. Oh, it blew. Gotta point out it's blue every time, otherwise I might miss it. Like, during the last Safari Week last year, I nearly missed catching a shiny Paris. Oh wait, I should probably wait to tell the story until the ads are over. Oh, ads over? Welcome back from the ad break. I started a story, but then I stopped it. So now I'm going to start the story again. Last year, during Safari Week, I want to say it was like, I think Safari Week is in June or July? But yeah, last year during Safari Week, I nearly failed on the shiny Paris because I wasn't paying attention to the screen it was on. But luckily, before that shiny Paris, I had run into a regular Paris. So I knew that it looked different. I just couldn't tell it was different. Until I went to my stream and did a quick clip and watched and saw that it was indeed shiny. Like, I missed the sparkles the first time. So I had to clip my stream in order to see it was shiny. Camera. And then I managed to thankfully catch the Paris, thank God. My first and only Safari Week shiny so far. I'm definitely going to be participating in Safari Week again this year. Obviously, I'll be hunting in Fire Red for the Dragonair, but I also have my Safari Zone and my Soul Silver set up for some hunts that I want to do. My least favorite shiny? Ooh. That's not something I know off the top of my head. But, I guess off the top of my head, in terms of Pokemon that I do know and like, I think the shiny for Leafeon could use more work. Like, it's one of those subtle shinies, where it's just a subtle hue shift, but it doesn't hue shift enough. And with Leafeon having leaves on it, there was so much that could have been done with a shiny that they just didn't do for some reason. Like, they could have really gone all out and made the leaves, like, really bright or even change colors. Because the leaves on it are green. So they could have changed them to, like, yellow or orange to represent fall colors. But no, it's just a slightly different off-green. And then the body is a slightly darker yellow than its pale yellow. So it's a disappointing shiny in that way. Glaceon is somewhat similar, but Glaceon is at least noticeable. It goes from a cool blue color to more of an icy blue-white color in the shiny form. So Glaceon is sort of on the same level as Leafeon, but it's more noticeable, so I don't have as much of a problem with it. Let's see, what are some other shinies? I'm trying to think, because I don't know them all off the top of my head. I'd have to actually look them up to find them. Yeah, I can't really think off the top of my head. Any shinies that I... Oh, there's a shiny Caterpie! There's a shiny Caterpie! Time to catch the shiny! Look at that! Yippee! We got a shiny! Yay! About an hour in and we finally got the shiny for today. Yeah! Now what should I nickname this shiny? For the shinies that I've been catching for the Wonder Trade Gauntlet, I've sort of been giving them like firework related names. So what should I do for this shiny? It's a girl, so I could probably name it Hanabi or something. Alright, let's go nickname this cat. Hey! Pidgey! I'm busy here. I just caught a shiny. I just caught a shiny Caterpie. Could you maybe back off a bit, huh? Maybe back off a bit? Alright, let's check out this shiny Caterpie I just got. Yippee! And it's a huge one too. Yeah. Modest nature. Alright, let's change the nickname for this one. Changing the name. Let's go with Hanabi. Because Hanabi is Japanese for firework. Hana being flower, and Bi being fire. So it's a fire flower. Yeah. Alright, time to save the game. Yippee! At least one shiny today! Ha-ha! And it was a Caterpie, so I can continue shiny hunting and let's go. Let's see, let's change locations to the other side of the map. But yeah, let's see. I think I might shiny hunt for like 15-20 more minutes. Because my body could use some stretching, but meh. It's fine. Like maybe like an hour and a half of streaming? But yeah, one shiny today for the Wonder Trade Gauntlet. No shiny Safari Zone Pokemon, but we got this. Well, yeah, I guess a shiny line that I kind of feel disappointed in is the Pidgey shiny line. Because the first one goes sort of like an off-green color, and then the second one is off-green with yellow. Like, the final one is good because it goes like full golden bird. But I feel like a better shiny for Pidgey would be if it went more orange-red with its coloring. Like more of an auburn, so to say. I think that would have fit Pidgey better than the off-yellow that it currently has. I'm probably gonna run into a shiny Seeking at some point. With how many I'm encountering, that's probably what my first shiny is gonna be in the Safari Zone. Like, bet. I don't got money, but I'd probably bet on that. Pokemon keep running into me, but they're not shinies. It blew. Not shiny. It blew. And see, a lot of people don't like Pikachu shiny. I know that. Because it's another subtle shiny, where it goes from yellow to yellow-orange. I think it's gotten more noticeable in recent generations. But it's one of those subtle shinies where you would expect more from what is basically Pokemon's mascot. Like you would think for the most popular Pokemon to ever be, that when it came to making them a shiny, they would go the extra mile to make sure it was a good shiny. And that it was different enough from the regular shiny. Or maybe they were too scared of changing it too much, so they gave it a subtle shining on purpose, so that Pikachu would still be recognizable as Pikachu, even as she's shiny. The encounters in Let's Go have gone down again, but I think I'm okay. We got a shiny for today, so I think I'm okay with leaving it as is. I'll probably get the encounters back up off-screen for my off-screen hunting. Ooh, Limed Green. Do you have a favorite shiny legendary Pokemon? Like legendary or mythical? Like off the top of my head, Mew shiny is a very nice pretty blue color and I really like it. And let's see, other shiny legendaries. I really like the shiny for Solgaleo. It goes from pure white to like a blood red, and it's amazing. It blew. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mewtwo was another one of those Pokemon that got a green shiny. Like somehow it went from purple to green. Not sure what happened there. But I guess it's not too bad for Mewtwo, since it is like a clone experiment Pokemon. So it being green makes sense for it. But Tauros going from brown to green doesn't make sense, you know? Like, I think that's one that people point out where it's just like, why is he green? Why is he green? Sometimes when I hum or sing, my mic won't pick it up unless I turn off the condenser stuff in OBS. So it sucks that I can't really sing along to songs when I listen to them unless I turn that off. And I have to turn it off for like Gacha Pull streams too, because when I yell excitedly, my mic also cuts off. So I gotta keep an eye out for that. Let's see. I think stream for maybe 10 more minutes then call it today. Yeah, short stream today, but it's worth it. It was worth it. We got at least one shiny out of it. At least one shiny out of this. The piano go hard in this remix. Oh! It blew. It blew. It not pink, it blew. I have to be careful not to tap my feet too hard, otherwise my my whole desk rattles a bit. So I gotta be careful not to bop too much to the music, even though the music do be bopping. Oh, it blew. I'm getting a lot of Dratini's. Got at least one Dragonair earlier, but a lot of the Dratini's, surprisingly. I think in about 5 minutes I'll start looking for someone to raid for today. But I'll also keep hunting in Let's Go to Sea. It blew. I'll keep Let's Go up to see if anything pops up while I'm trying to find someone to raid into. It blew. Ooh, Snow Point City. Very relaxing. That's a good song for right now. Nice and relaxing stream. Imagine if I ran into a shiny earlier, but I didn't notice because I wasn't looking. That would suck. And then someone in the VOD is just like, check out this timestamp for shiny, it blew. That's just like, ah, man. Let's see, I guess I could talk about some other shiny hunts I'm doing. Right now I'm setting up some Pokemon Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for some type null hunting. I've gotten one type null, one shiny type null with about 400 resets or soft resets. So all I need is one more in order to get Zivali. I just need to set up the games properly for doing those soft resets. And I think in one of them, I forget which one, I have to have full boxes so that I can have a faster soft reset time for the type null. So not only am I trying to work through the story in that one, but I'm also trying to catch as many Pokemon as possible in that one. Which is kind of tedious, hence why I haven't done it, haven't quite gotten back to that hunt yet. I want to, though. It's just that I have so much I'm doing in my life. Well, not so much, but it's a lot for depressed chimeras such as myself. I have work, though it's only part-time a few days a week, but I work as a dishwasher. I have my my coding studies, which takes a lot out on my brain. Even just 1 hour of studying makes me feel like I studied for 10 hours. Because of all the terminology and trying to understand what I'm trying to be taught, and dealing with the AI chatbot that doesn't know how to teach. And then also, this is a hobby for fun. But I also do try to stream, like, as much as I can with my time. Because, streaming is fun. And also... Ooh, scary music. But also, I do have dreams. One day of being a popular streamer. That something about me will be likable enough that people try to come back every so often. Oh, Mount Coronet. That's what this song is. Let's see. A few more encounters, and I'll start looking for someone to raid into. Oh, camera! Alright, so this will probably be the last song of stream, I think. Not sure how long it is. Let's see, encounter. Come on. Pokemon. And it blew. Well, we encountered at least one Dragonair today. So count our blessings, I guess. Alright, I think this is gonna be the last one, then I'm gonna look for someone to raid. It blew. Unfortunate. Unfortunately, no shinies in the Safari Zone. But we did get one shiny Caterpie. over here and let's go. So now as I find someone to raid, we'll see if I run into any more shinies. Before that. I'm gonna hide that screen so you guys can't see what I'm doing. As I go to my Twitch dashboard. Let's see. Who is live from who I am following this day? Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Lots of people live at the moment. Ooh. Got some collabs, some just chatting. Right, I was hoping there'd be someone Pokemon, something Pokemon related, but it doesn't seem to be anything like that. So I think I'm gonna have to make a choice of what to, what I'm gonna do today, who I'm gonna raid. I can't just go Pokemon Go. See, we got Phasmophobia, there's Lies of P, Summon Voice, Arc Raiders, Overwatch, Ninja Gaiden. Oh, there is Pokemon! Someone is doing Pokemon. They're doing Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, we can go into someone playing Mystery Dungeon. I wouldn't mind that. Alright, so that's probably where it's gonna end today. Let's see. Where are we in terms of the music? Oh, it's just about to end. 15 seconds left. Well, that's gonna be all for this day. All for this stream today. I don't know if I'll be streaming again. Oh, it's a modded Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, let's start the raid now. And let's go ahead and let's get this raid message into the chat over here. I have my keyboard in an odd space, so this'll take a wee bit. There we go, there is the raid message. And thank you so much to everyone who came by today. Thank you to the watchers, the chatters, and the lurkers. Probably not going to be streaming again for the rest of this week. I don't have work on Friday, but also I want to try to do my taxes on Friday. So, that's, that might be something, you know? That might be an old day project. But if it turns out not to be the case, then I might come back for another short stream. What stream that will be, who knows, who knows. But yes. With that, thank you so much everyone who came by today. And I'll see you later. Mata ne!